The Village of Hainesville Board meeting will now come to order on Tuesday, November 13th, 2012 at 7:02 p.m. Before I lead us in the pledge, this past Sunday was Veterans Day. On Veterans Day, we honor and thank all our military personnel who have served the United States in all wars. We honor all living veterans and are filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and are grateful for our continued freedom. If you please rise and lead us in the pledge, and which will be followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor Linda Soto.
Present.
Trustees Jaronoski.
Here.
Kreese.
Here.
Duberstein.
Here.
Barrett.
Here.
Daly.
Here.
And Walkington.
Here.
Okay, we have a full board. We're in quorum. We can have a motion for approval of tonight's agenda, please.
So moved.
Roll call.
Trustees Jaronoski.
Aye.
Kreese.
Aye.
Duberstein.
Aye.
Barrett.
Aye.
Daly.
Aye.
And Walkington.
Aye.
Okay, next on tonight's agenda, I am proud to say we have a very special guest from our Grays Lake Area Library who's going to talk about the One Book, One Community in the Grays Lake Heritage Center. So we'll give you the floor. Denise Ard. Yeah, please come over and use the mic. You can take it out of the stand, whatever's easier for you, Denise.
Okay. I'm Denise Ard, Head of Adult Services at Grays Lake.
Why don't we move you a little bit? So,
That's okay.
Is that
Yeah,
okay?
go ahead.
At Grays Lake Area Public Library, and I'm sorry, but Dave was not able to make it today. I come bearing gifts for the mayor and the trustees. This is the One Book, One Chicago. It's the, sorry, I can tell I came from Chicago. One Book, One Community. And the reason we are doing the Lincoln book is that Dave from the Grays Lake Heritage Center got a really important exhibit coming to Grays Lake Heritage Center Museum, and he's going to be only one of 11 museums in Illinois that's going to get this special exhibition from the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library. And so he's getting everybody on board to get excited about Lincoln. We chose a book that's kind of fun. It's actually a fictional account of what would have happened if Abraham Lincoln had survived. And the novel is written by a professor of law, and so he talks about an interesting thing about the fact that he wasn't so popular at the time that he got shot. It was after he got shot that his popularity took off. So, so it's a very interesting book. I started to read it myself, and I'm out. And so we asked you to read it.
Thank you so much.
And pass it on. Sorry.
Our attorney has enough to read.
He's a lawyer. He doesn't read. It's about the law. It's not
So we're trying to get everybody in the community to read it. So if once you read it, pass it on to somebody else. And as you know, Grays Lake, we're called Grays Lake Area Public Library, but we serve the area. So I wanted to tell you about
this for my daughter's late fines.
This isn't the movie.
what? No, it's not. It's not a movie.
I don't want to read the book and find out the movie.
before. We have a few kickoff events that I want to mention. Kickoff event that I want to mention first, which was on Tuesday, February 12th, we'll have a Lincoln and a reenactor coming to the library for Lincoln's birthday, so we'll have a birthday cake, and they'll talk to people when they come in. And then that's going to be, so that's Tuesday, February 12th, and then April 16th, Dave Oberg is going to give a presentation to the library on the 5 books you should read to know the real Abraham Lincoln. And then I did bring a list of, Dave has a lot more going on at the Heritage Center himself. So I'll just give this to the village clerk.
Denise, when is the Lincoln exhibit going to be at the Heritage Center again? Is it March?
Yes, it's going to start March 23rd
Okay.
and run until June 16th.
Okay.
So our kickoff event, just to get people excited, is in February with the reenactors, but then his exhibit won't actually open until March 23rd.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
So that's all I have.
Thank you so much. That's exciting.
Out of curiosity, is this going to be available on the library's ebook?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
It is available. It's available for Playaway, CD, ebook, and also we have copies for book discussion groups. A lot of book discussion groups have already decided to read it too. So then when you see people in the community reading it, you say, hey, are you reading that too?
Will the exhibit be self-explanatory, or will there be a tour? I'm looking at it from,
Use your microphone, because we can't hear you.
I'm thinking because I run the seniors group, and I just wondered if there was something that I could have the seniors come as a group to.
I'm sure there is. You mean a Dave's exhibit?
Yeah.
He usually has people there too, but I gave a list of his events. I know he has special events going on.
You can contact Dave Oberg. I can give you his contact information.
That'd be great.
I know he would be more than thrilled to have us.
I didn't want to.
I'm staying away.
It's a secret between me and Dave, so I can't reveal anything.
I'm moving over here soon.
There's no statute of limitation on what I know.
I'm out of crossfire.
I was just going to say, her husband's in the audience, and nobody really quite knows what he did for the military. So.
Yeah, if I tell you, I have to kill you.
Thank you so much again, Denise.
That's wise.
George, you don't have an autobiography, do you?
I'll never do it. I'll just email you.
Thank you, Denise.
No, I thought it was on
Thank you.
Thank you.
Georgiana's chickens.
Yeah, it's Georgiana.
Georgiana's chickens emails.
I will now.
Okay, at this time, we take public comments. I'm looking out at the crowd.
You can do a pan of the crowd, just to make sure you see it.
Is there anybody that wants to make a public comment at this time? And if so, did you turn in your card to the clerk?
Yeah.
All right, then we are going with public comments. Okay, at this time, I'll ask for a motion for approval of the omnibus vote agenda.
Second.
Wait, who was that so moved? Thank you.
Roll call.
Trustees Dernoski.
Aye.
Freeze.
Aye.
Juberstheim.
Aye.
Barrett.
Aye.
Daley.
Aye.
And Walkington.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving on to reports and communications. Our village engineer, Greg Bruin, who I don't think ever takes a sick day, is not feeling well. He's coming down with a bug or the flu or something, so we did excuse him this evening. I'm sure that Jeff and Gary can probably fill in the blanks on, I don't think we have anything too earth-shattering to cover as far as the regs aspect. And we will move on to our village attorney, Jim Rack.
Thank you. We prepared the ordinance that's on the business agenda tonight to purchase property, an outlot that became available through Lake County. And and also began the process of reviewing the business license ordinance and the zoning ordinances related to businesses in the village. And started that with a meeting with Mayor Soto and with Kathy. And we'll be working on that, and in the next couple months we'll have a presentation of some revised ordinances for business licenses and potentially for zoning in the business district. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Public Works Superintendent Jeff Gately.
Thank you. Been somewhat busy. First thing I would want to say is that Halloween, our hayride, again, was a success. I think we weighed out about almost 100 pounds of food that we ended up getting donated over to the Avon Township.
Terrific.
Which was always good. Certainly can use it, at this time of the year. At our lift station on List, the pump was replaced today, so that is now 100% operational. We've also completed the work on Bighorn and Hainesville Road. We had a contractor that came in and trimmed the trees and removed a couple of bushes at the northeast corner, so it's actually a lot more visible now. It was kind of a safety issue. Late this afternoon, I also received a second quote for the work we have to have done next door for the leak. So we have a little roof leak. I didn't have a chance to print it out. I just literally got it when I got in here before the meeting. So we'll talk about that tomorrow in committee to see where we come out. And then tomorrow, excuse me, morning, it's my turn to go in for the water audit. So I'll be meeting with them tomorrow morning to explain how we read meters, whatever other questions that I could certainly answer. I'll be more than happy to do so. So I'll be, I think, from 9
to refresh the board and everybody, Lake County has sent out an independent auditor that will be going to all the various municipalities to do an audit of our utility system to make sure that they're getting the appropriate fees that they should be getting. So far it's going well, and it's been some extra work for the ladies and for a little work for Jeff too, but so far so good.
And keep in mind, we're the first ones. So I think we're going to set the benchmark, which will be good. I can mention for Greg, I know that he was getting the final pay request and all that for Peter Baker. I don't see it on this payable, so I guess it'll be on the next one. I don't know exactly where he is.
You know what, he said that he did get it, but he didn't have time to.
Okay. So
I think he literally just got it, so there was time to do it.
I know he's working on that. Yeah. And he's also working on putting together specs for the generators. So hopefully by the end of this week we should have something like that so we can move forward with that as well. And the only other thing I've got is Linda and I have been working on putting together the garbage contract. Our garbage contract is expiring January of 2013. We're working with Walter Willis from Spalding.
The end of January.
Yeah, end of January, so we're ahead of the game. We've been going back and forth on some numbers and different types of services that we're looking for, and I believe that we're going to be putting out an RFP probably by the end of this week. Send it out to several waste haulers, have them come and give us a number to see where we're at. So I will talk with Walter tomorrow and see where we're at there.
Were you collecting information on the generators to include next year's budget? Or were you thinking along the lines that some of the water tower money?
Water tower money.
Okay.
I thought that's what was discussed.
Well, I think it's either or do we do one generator now and one next? I think we're waiting to see what the numbers are before we decide.
That's going to be the first step, yeah.
Yeah, we need to figure out.
Yeah, but
exactly what we're looking at.
although I have to tell you, with seeing different events going on around the country, it does kind of make one nervous that I would like to get a generator in one of these buildings pretty darn fast. So.
Just generated your interest?
Yes, indeed.